Uh, Bill, Dwayne, and Steve Hoka, they were the backbone on YouTube, and they they made the best videos and the best content there was. I mean, you know, all three of them are very talented. All three of them came on here. You know what I mean? They made an impact. They they were like the founders of this, you know, exposing the government and exposing, the dating scene. And hey, nobody could ever take that from them, because they what I'm saying, they opened the doors for like individuals like myself. During that time I was like 21 years old, and I was just, I didn't have an understanding at that time, because I was young and dumb. But now I kind of have an idea now, being 41. I kind of understand, why things are going on now, and why certain things are happening. I didn't see stuff like the way it was when I was young, and now I do see it. And I can honestly tell you that, what, it was a huge blow to YouTube and to people like myself that looked up to them. They haven't made any new content in a very long time. And I know Dwayne recently deleted his profile, and I don't know what's going on with Dwayne, but I guess he's doing all right. Uh, I talked to Bill the other day. I guess he's doing okay. Steve Hoke, I haven't really spoke to in a long time. Um, there's nothing much really left to be said. The only thing I could say is that I'm just moving forward. You know, I appreciate everybody that is subscribed. I appreciate all the support that I've had in the last couple of months, because let me tell you, it's been 8 years of hell for me. I'm glad that I'm still here. I'm glad that I still got this page running. I'm not going to stop making content. I'm still going to keep posting new videos. I'm working on a podcast with a good friend of mine. I'm grateful. I have 5 pages, I'll be honest, but I'm very grateful for those 5 pages. I'm grateful that, that I can read, that God is using me to reach other people, and I'm not a religious individual, but I do got to praise God, because God has got me through a lot of hell. And let me tell you, that's the reason why I stay with the Lord. And that's the reason why I never stop believing God, because God has helped me. God allowed me to see my father of 5, 7 years. And when God took him home, we made peace. God allowed me to be with my best friend until God took him home last year. God allowed me to be there that night with my mom when it was going to be the last time I saw her, and God took her. And also, I'm grateful that God brought peace with me and my sister. We didn't have the best relationship in the last couple of years, but I mean, I had my best years with my family. I'm grateful that I had that opportunity to make peace with them. And yesterday, I'm grateful I was able to close the chapter on another chapter that needed to be closed. There's some family that I had to say some stuff to that I've been bottling up, and I finally got it out of me, and I feel good. My family from my father's side have never been supportive. They're very selfish, rude, and I can tell you they're not my favorite people. I got nothing to say to them, but I'm not holding on to any bitterness, anything. Um, in the future, my best friend Arlene might be on my page here. She might be there just to support me in these videos. She has stories, and she's very talented. We've been best friends, like brother and sister, 15 years. um just moving forward, man, I'm gonna cover everything from TFL to the Bible to UFOs to Bigfoot. I'm coming stronger now than ever. There's no point in me to stop what I'm doing for anybody. We're growing in subscribers, and it's growing in views, and you know what I'm saying, it's time to reach those souls, you know what I'm saying. I'm grateful I got Ultimate Moralizer here in my comments, that he's been backing me as a friend. He doesn't suffer from TFL, but he does know that TFL does exist. I know Bill watches my videos as well. I don't really, like I said, I mean, yesterday my stupid nephew had my phone, and he kept constantly calling him and calling him and calling him. So I had to smack my nephew. And I did talk to Bill very briefly. I don't know if he really wanted to be bothered or not, but I just wanted to make sure he was okay. Um, but hey, that's fine. I don't have anything against anybody. I'm just, like I said, I'm just here just to be a like a man of God, just to be there as a support for others. I've always I support anybody that's on here and is going through the hell. I chopped it up with Trey a couple weeks ago on his little YouTube page. We went live. I thought that was pretty cool. He's a really cool dude. Um, I've chopped it up with Savvy Guy before, and I've chopped it up with just different people that are on here on YouTube, you know. But to be real with you, I'm looking forward to the future. We're gonna keep moving forward. I won't mention Dwayne anymore in my videos because, like I said, Dwayne moved on, and he promised he was gonna be there to the end, but it's okay. He gotta do what he's got to do. Bill, like I said, is living his life. Steve Olga keeps doing the same thing, deleting, coming back, deleting, coming back. But I'm moving forward. I'm here to the end. I'm gonna grow old on here unless they take my page down. But I highly doubt it. You'll never hear me putting anybody on blast. You'll never hear me talking about anything negative. I don't watch the news. I don't watch the stupid. I don't read the newspaper. I really don't care about what's going on in the world right now because I'm just concerned about my life. I ain't worried about the same shit that I hear all the time with wars and earthquakes and famines. Hey, that was already in the Bible. God already told his people what's going to happen, that these signs are going to come. He already talks about what's going to happen in the book of Revelation. He already talks about what's going to happen when people don't accept Jesus. But I'm not here to promote Christianity. I'm just trying to here to talk about that. If you don't know, if all the crap that's going on and you don't realize what's going on, then you never woke up. You feel me? People are blind. They don't want to see the truth. You know what I mean? They just rather see what they want to see. You know what I mean? That's why everything is so screwed up. That's why women now are getting these lip injections and it looks awful. It makes their lips like it's just nasty. I see that. They want to look like robots and dolls and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy. That's the type of world we live in. It's going that way. So anyways, I just want to share that. God bless everybody and have a beautiful morning.